combinations that we have seen. Pitches Malik, we talked about. Our second game of our first semifinal here for the Valor Series Europe. It is a Liliana on the battlefield for the first time in 2 weeks in Virum Suije. Let's make it happen.
That says something about the confidence of Team Noob that they are willing to give that Liliana. Oh no, this guy is an absolute beast in that mid lane position. We'll see if he can carry his team here with the Fox Queen herself, as Team Noob is now looking to potentially go in here, find this early invade. And also, I love it, Zenio is like already defending theirs as well. This is exactly what I want to see.
Yeah, look at this 4-man rotation here. Whoever gets the red is going to come on time and then get Vex, secures it with that great punish timing. And now the side of Royal is kind of put on the back feet because Zenio actually was able to get the red and deny the trade that the side of Royal wanted.
That was huge there, and again, the early pressure now coming in from the side of Team Noob as well. This is what they needed to do here, show they can play these versatile compositions, and they're going to reset now and just get this going. We have Murad coming in with a red buff, with a blue buff to start things out, so he's going to have really fast jungle clear. He's going to start to get rolling even quicker here in this game.
Yeah, you can see Zenio has the punish here. We see that actually in other regions. The Zenio likes getting the punish because he can farm, take the birds, and really be able to get to his level 4 power spike much quicker. And once he's level 4, they can make a lot of plays because of the amount of damage that Zenio just did and how tanky he is because of how he's being built. But with him getting the jungle and farming that top side, that's going to allow Zenio to really outscale this Omen here and not lose this matchup that where Omen is really a good counter to Zenio.
And I like keeping the threat of the Malik coming in and out through all this as well. Zenio and Malik both fairly sustainable heroes here, so I like this whole threat coming in. Omen, he wants to duel, he wants to be in that 1v1 matchup, but they're not really giving that option here, as we also see the Max up in this lane as well. Sort of a little bit, again, unconditional sort of setups, the way people are playing this out. I like to see this here as well. Both teams showing they can flex when it comes to it. But now the Abyssal Dragon is going to be the point of contention here. Lady Kappa trying to pull this back, but 0-7 and Poseidon are going to look to snipe this as the full side of Team Noob is rotating down. It has been Leash being pulled back in right now. Can they pick up the Abyssal Dragon? It is going to go the way of Team Noob, as his rotation is here as well. Hakai is in the backline taking a lot of damage. Lady Kappa trying to peel through all this as well as Pitch is splitting the fight as best he can right now. Look at the damage actually going in. The shields, that damage that actually Zenio was able to play out in this early game is solid as we take 2 kills there, going the way of Team Noob.
Yeah, getting Pitch does such a good job on Max. Even Zenio, he zoned out 3 members, got a huge explosive shield charge on them, and basically allowed his team to focus down Hakai, who as Max was on the back line, vulnerable. It allowed Team Noob to get the kill there, even though that Royal did secure the dragon, which was good for them. Team Noob did get 1 kill, and as a result, it was mostly an even trade.
It's so funny. Max going in, you know, getting killed. Zenio going in, almost getting 3 kills. Just sort of the differentiate, you know, how it sort of switches up there as well. Pitch, just such a dominant performer. His individual mechanics are on point right now, but already Omen is starting to do what Omen does best. Look at the health of this top tower, the side of Team Noob.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to try. Oh, he did not use his. Oh, it was not up. He didn't have his ultimate there to lock down the Zenio because that would have been an easy kill with the now aliens right behind him and Lee Kappa rotating up. They don't get the kill on Zenio. That's what they need to do. They need to abuse the side lane matchup here. Omen is such a good counter into the Zenio. Lock him down there with Death Embrace. There we go. He's locked. He cannot get out and get the kill on him, and it's exactly what they executed.
Nicely done there as well. Not able to get out was that Zenio. This is exactly what Royal need to do. Zero Splitters going in onto 0-9 as well, but the rotation from the side of Noob is here. Oh, a talented player not able to find the pullback there with the whip. So can they then continue to convert something off of this, or are Royal deciding to just back up? And that looks like what they are going to be doing here. They got a little bit of an advantage. There's no reason to keep pressing this and potentially give up some deaths.
Yeah, that was really good, cautious plays then, because if they give up some deaths there, they're going to allow the gold lead to get ahead of them and also allow more pressure. But that was really good damage and really good play by Royal there. They got significant damage on that tower. The next few waves are going to hit the tower and get it low because the siege minions will be spawning or will have spawned, and that's going to give a lot of pressure to the top lane. And now Omen or Zenio has to stay up in that top lane and protect that wave, or else give over a free tower.
They do not want to give over a tower for free at this stage. Is now Lady Kappa trying to get this dragon, is going to be jumped on here as well. There's the shock, the follow-up, the kill is there. 0-7 as well, trying to find the snipe, the lockdown, the kill. They're going to get the bird as well to give additional vision here. I like this little play from Team Noob, identifying those key little win conditions here. And Royal is sticking around through all this as well. They're maybe going to look to try and contest this 4v3. This might be a bit of an error, Suije.
Yeah, we'll see. Murad has his punish and his ultimate, and he's going to do it exactly. Use the ability and use punish at the same moment. That's how a really good carry is able to secure these objectives. And as a result, Royal is not able to contest it. And right now, with Team Noob getting to the late game here, with Murad then scaling into his mid-game power spike, they can now start to make plays against the side of Royal.
But Murad and a Joker as well, and late game, Malik and Zenial with how tanky they're going to get, this is going to be a very hard composition to deal with. As much work as Linus is going to do, as much work as, you know, Liliana is going to do here as well, I think they are still going to struggle. Team Noob managed to draft a composition that both excelled early and late game.
Yeah, they did, for sure, and that's the Tulin pick there, and Malik so strong, Zenio so strong in the early game. Now they're going to allow the Murad and the Joker to get to their late game power spike, and they're going to try to make a top rotation here, and hopefully be able to get 2 kills, because under tower, Murad is actually really weak. He can't really defend a wave that easily.
Oh, nice dodge there, though, onto the charge there, in from Ganja. The tower is going to follow the initiation onto pitch. The follow is going to be there, and that's the Reiki shot. There's everything there, and he's going to try and get himself out, and he's just got the little bunny hops.
Yeah, and you saw what I just talked about. Death's Embrace cancels as any ultimate. He cannot get out of Death's Embrace when he ults to safety, because that circle, that gauntlet, will keep you constrained to that circle. And it's exactly what Talented Player did. And this is why Omen is such a good counter into a Zenio here, because this stuff happens in top lane. But Team Noob is able to trade the bottom lane and get a tower 1-for-1.
And now they're also looking towards a Darkslayer, though, the side of Team Royal. They're going to look to go in. Vex trying to snipe that out, not able to find it. So that's a Darkslayer as well. Great call, knowing that they've opened up that top lane, and then they had then also got, knowing the pressure of Team Noob was still in the bottom. That was exactly the time to rip a Darkslayer, get a Spirit Sentinel as well. Honestly, Team Royal is looking really good here in game number 2. They could have come back feeling tilted. They could have come back not feeling so hot after what happened in game 1, but they are going toe-to-toe with Team Noob, and we're now getting towards the 7-minute mark. Like, this is past the true early game now. This is what I need to see from them.
Yeah, what a good call by taking the Darkslayer. They're so decisive, and honestly, that was kind of risky because Linus does not have that much damage yet. But that Darkslayer play really played in their advantage. And as a result, they need to convert this Darkslayer into at least 2 towers, a dragon, or more objectives, because they have the damage lead. They have siege minions ready to go. And look at the tower going down so quickly here. That's exactly what they need to do. And Noob knows they can't engage, because with Darkslayer buff up, it's super risky to engage, because if you die or give 2 or 3 deaths over, that's a lot of towers you're going to lose.
That is a lot of towers. And denying the shot coming in. Beautifully played from the side of Royal there. Malik was going to try and get himself out of there, but actually denying that. That timing coming in from Ganja was so solid there as well. That was exactly what they need to do. The dragon is open as well. They're going to look towards mid. They're doing exactly what they need to do in this game. I am so impressed by the play from Royal right now. They getting a draft that they're comfortable with, and they're playing it to perfection.
Yeah, again, Talented Player is just playing Omen so well, getting these awesome lockdowns, these pulls. You know, the Death's Embrace and the pulls that he gets. Pulling back Malik, trapping him, killing him, and then Zenio jumping in trying to save him, but it's too late. You know, these Omen plays are really is what making a lot of these ganks and these fights happen.
And, you know, we saw Omen played in game number 1, not having the most success. Not doing too bad, though, by any means. I feel like he's got the warm-up game in. He's feeling a lot better. Talented player showing that talent here as now a 2K gold lead coming out for the side of Royal, which is, again, the position they were in the last game. Pretty much looking at almost kind of a replay in a sense of that last game right now. However, it is Team Noob. I feel like despite, you know, everything, they are still slightly more on the back step than they were in game number 1. They haven't felt as composed here in game number 2.
Yeah, one thing people don't know is Omen's Death's Beckon, the little sword pull that he does, can interrupt abilities. So if Malik tries to ult or channel it, or Zenio is trying to do it, you can use it to pull them and interrupt them out of their casting. And that's something that we see a lot of good Omen players do. And look at that. Pitch again gets caught in Death's Embrace. He can't do anything. That's a 5-second gauntlet circle that you're stuck in. 5 seconds is literally death. Not really life or death there.
It's just death in that situation. Earth Splitter also blown, though. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment of resources from the side of Royal here, as they're going to continue to push in as Vex and crew are going to try and deny this talented player. Finding Vex now. He's going to get himself out of there, look to leap away. That's the mobility, that is the power of Murad here, as he's just so nimble in and out of these fights. As a talented player is going down to power tower, fighting 0-9, and he's sustained through this. No, he cannot. The Liliana damage, that box orb is doing too much. So they're going to try and turn and make something happen here, but Team Noob is just being pushed in across the board. Akai and everyone for the side of Royal, they're looking so strong right now.
Yeah, they're doing such good 5-man rotations. They're getting this tower, they have an ADC, they're abusing the lane, they're clearing the jungle, they're not allowing Murad any of his win condition. Because they take away the jungle like that, Murad can't do anything. Murad is not good at defending waves. He is more of an offensive player. He's the one that pokes you from nowhere, from jungle, and look at this poke here. He's able to get a kill, potentially lead cap, and they do. Really awesome play by Vex there.
The trigger pull from Team Noob. Nice and sure, though, from the aliens actually dodged that out from 0-7 there as well. The second they're like, all right, guys, enough messing around. Let's go in and take the fight to the side of Royal. They're able to do so, pick up a kill, pick up a dragon, and just like that, they're getting themselves back in this game. But it is a 3K gold. The side of Royal, there is still a bit of a mountain to climb here from Team Noob, but they do have decent late game scaling as well. The Joker is going to start to ramp up that damage, and of course you mentioned it, Murad in the late game, so scary.
Yeah, Murad, look at the atomization here. He has Soul Reaver, he has Rank Breaker, he has that innate armor bypass from Rank Breaker, and Joker has Rank Breaker as well, and Fenrir's too. So if Murad gets the targets below 50%, Joker will do 30% more damage because of that item he has. That makes it a dangerous combo that they need to be careful for. You have a Tulin who has a lot of lifesteal from his Rhea's Blessing and stacking that over Magi. So if you look on the side of Royal, they only have a lot of these fights.
Yeah, I mean, Denalien's here as well. He's going to try and make a point of contention in terms of getting those items up as well. And Liliana, there's a reason that we don't see her very often here. So I'm really going to watch Denalien's as well. Leading Kappa, if he gets jumped on and deleted, they're going to be in trouble. But I'm going to look towards Liliana to try and carry these teams through. They just cannot allow Team Noob to get to their back line.
Yeah, I mean, what Aliens can do, and I want to see a lot of high-level tier Liliana's play, is, wait, we're going to go here and watch these fight. What a beautiful ultimate ganja there. I'm not even going to follow him to get a kill here, but it looks like they might get it on Malik.
They're going in, though, but the damage reduction, no, is not quite enough there. Pitch just not in a position there to save the team, as we have a couple kills going out the way of Team Royal through all this, picking up 2 through all that, as well as Poseidon is going to drop as well. They committed so many resources for the mouth there. I wasn't sure they were going to get it. Does any ultimate with the heal, with the damage reduction, was so close to keeping him alive in that situation. Diving under towers. Feels like Team Royal has really found their confidence here in game number 2.
Yeah, you can see they're doing exactly. They're now denying jungle, right? Without jungle, Murad is extremely weak. So they're actually playing and countering Murad with Murad, but it came down to how they are going to use the omen here. It's allowed to get such a heavily, such a projected advantage, that Dark Slayer rush, shutting down Zenio. Now look at this 8.5k, the most fed in the game, with 5 tier 3 items actually done, with Frost Cape, which means that there's a lot of slow and CC that she's able to provide with these abilities she used, and she activated that Frost Cape so easily using her Lunar Champion ultimate. And look at the side of Team Noob rotating down here at Dark Star Slayer.
They're going to try and rotate, but they're not quite there in time as Vex looking to get instantly the lead. They're trying to lock him down. Here's Poseidon is going to fall. The damage from that Murad, though, is doing work. Look at the damage. The peel is not there for the side of Royal, and now it is Akai standing alone. Oh, no, and that Murad and everyone was able to go in. That was just insanity stacking on the throw pit despite getting the Dark Slayer buff. It is actually Royal coming up behind.
Yeah, that decisive engage there by the side of SK was so well done. Murad did so much damage, as much as he could. Everyone used their abilities to do all the AoE damage, and as a result, they're able to kill they were able to kill Kappa, kill Ganja, and then Liliana got zoned out on the backside, and it ultimately killed as well. So really decisive engage by the side of Team Noob, winning the fight.
Yeah, that was crazy. Trying to keep track of everything that happened there. You said every ability was used to pure perfection there as well. There was that moment where I was like, well, Vex is dead. They're just going to go in. They found the target, but he survived just long enough to get off the temporal turbulence, which got his team back in this, as we do see Team Noob now. Maybe a little bit over-committing there going in. They're going to drop 1, but Pitch is going to fall as well. So a 2-for-1 trade now for Royal. They do get the high ground tower, though. It's the side of Team Noob, so they're going to have a slight advantage here in that regard, keeping that pressure up. But they don't have many turrets of their own here. Team Royal is going to look to counter.
Yeah, Team Royal needs to try to hopefully deny jungle or catch up Murad, catch up the Tulin here. They have Omen. Omen has his ultimate up. He can catch someone out and kill it. And look at the Max there, not being able to hold him. He's going to cast Death's Embrace, and there's no way Murad's going to get out. Actually, no, he does not cast it. Wow, he dodges. He dodges the Death's Beckon. Wow.
Vex, what are you doing right now? Oh my god, these jukes are absolutely crazy. Vex is still somehow alive through all of this. He is taking them on a wild goose chase. Finally, Denaliens. Blinded Light's able to get that kill. That was crazy.
He just used his B ability. Murad's B, I can't front it. He just used it to dodge 2 ability. That's Beckon from Omen was landing, and he used the B ability to dodge it. And then another Ganja used Lumber's ability to try to stun him, and he used it again to dodge it. It was amazing play by Vex there, showing off the mechanical prowess on this Murad.
Oh, he's just such a nimble, mobile hero when you're able to get that up. Oh, speaking of trying to survive through all that, oh no, 0-7 is now the target for the side of Royal. When they're able to line up all those abilities, it is just scary, so terrifying to deal with. But we do have the Earth Splitter down now. That is a big ult for the side of Royal through all of this, and now this is the opportunity for Team Noob to try and come back as Vex is respawning. So, can they get a decent fight? Can they start to line this up? But of course, as you said, doing a great job of denying every jungle minion is the side of Team Royal, not giving any opportunity for Murad to start to get those stacks.
Yeah, exactly. And the B-Bay is another dimension. It actually makes Murad invulnerable and cannot be targeted during that. So when you time it correctly, you can dodge all these skills as we see Vex do. However, Royal is looking so good right now. They are constantly winning and getting the most out of team's fight, getting the jungle, getting objectives, and they're going to hit their full item power spike before the side of Team Noob, and that's where they need to capitalize on this. And when look at the amount of damage Liliana's doing now. Oh, wow. Over 1,000 damage in most of her ability shots.
That is crazy. Again, there is a reason that we constantly see Liliana on that ban screen. People just do not want to deal with her. However, Team Noob is now forced to deal with her coming into this late game situation. They're only behind 4k gold. It's not the end of the world here for Team Noob, but they are down kills. They are down overall objectives. The only saving grace to the side of Team Noob is that they do have that high ground turret, which will get additional pressure here in the mid lane. Denalians is getting chunked down by the side of 0-7 there, as he's able to half health him right to start this fight off, as we see Murad going into the jungle as well. Ganja and crew going out on the flank, but the team is very split here. Sui J, this could be a bit of a weird fight here for Royal.
Yeah, Royal needs to abuse the ADC here and just shut down these towers. That's exactly what they want. Look at that. Murad is not really good against protecting tower. He needs to basically poke from his jungle. He needs the jungle minion. He needs minions to stack on to get his win condition up. And if they keep denying this and rushing the wave like this, it's going to be really tough for the side of Royal.
Interesting here to note, something we haven't really talked about here is the max. We have only really seen Liftoff used once or twice in this entire game, other than just giving vision here and sort of get into the backline. But they're using him now as this late game split pusher, able to get pressure in all 3 lanes. So look at the way they're going to try and crash this here. All 3 lanes are going to look to push in at exactly the same time for the side of Royal. Zenio is going to try and clear this, but they have to respond to this across the board. Luckily, with this sort of double global here, they will have the ability to get Pitch into the fight when they need him. So the Team Noob needs to instantly blow somebody up before Angelic Splendor and get its maximum value.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. But look at Lee Kappa continuing to push the towers. And look at that ultimate coming down here. Lee's caught out, and he's going to get KO'd immediately.
Oh, he stepped in too far forward. He wanted to commit for the tower, and he does get it. But at what cost is now Max is looking to go to the backline, trying and get some additional kills. If he can actually trade out 1 or 2 kills here, this could actually totally stop the pressure here coming into the side of Team Noob. He wants to try and kill that Joker if he can, but now he's forced out. Look at how tanky he is, surviving for so long here as he is trying to retreat. Maybe trying to find Poseidon. He needs, yes, he does! Getting one of those kills. This is huge for Hakai. This is massively going to shut down the pushing potential the Team Noob has to try and end this game on their own right. And somehow, Sui J, Hakai is still alive, and he's baiting the back to his own team.
Yeah, look at it. He just dodged the Malice from Zenio there, giving his team enough time. However, Team Noob is going to show up there. And you can see the chainmail. You do not want to hit this guy when he has it up. It reflects damage. And look at the Joker getting the combo, killing Lena so fast, just bursting her down because Lena has no defense. Seven's build, he is full damage. Look at this point. Full damage with just some amount of defense here is ancestral.
Baiting his team back, more like baiting his team in that situation. That was crazy. I actually thought they were going to be able to turn this Royal, was going to pull back Team Noob back into it. But now it is Team Noob pushing in onto the core. This is actually crazy right now. Team Noob potentially maybe could have looked to end there. Instead, they're looking now towards this Dark Slayer. They're sitting in the bush here. They're going to try and bring Team Royal to them. They're going to try and get a pick here. Ganji's walking forward.
Yeah, Ganja walking forward. He's going to get caught out here. Looks like they're not going to engage on him really hard. Ganja lands a 3-man stun, and Vex comes in with his ultimate.
They're going to try and go in now. Pitch is going to be saved in this instant, or be doing the saving here. It is now Omen who is going to fall. The successful bait, and Lady Kappa once again walking too far forward. But we do have the Murad being the target here of the liftoff as Hakai is going in, finding Vex, and he's going to get the kill here. Now Joker going to try and bait him around, but Hakai, he's just so mobile. He's going to get the Joker as well.
Wow.
So finding 2 crucial targets here for the side of Team Noob. Hakai been doing so much, but we do have the Ancestral Glory, so Joker will be back, but still, and so is Hakai, the down again. These max kills, things like him, have been crazy.
Yeah, he got the target on Murad, killed him. Again, he has the he has the mail plate, which reflects the damage. You gotta be careful. And he used the execute to secure the kill on the Joker. Hakai was able to keep his team in the game by getting these 2 kills there.
That was really impressive. I mean, again, this has really just stopped Team Noob's ability to win the game by taking down these crucial targets. They haven't actually had the pressure and the damage to go in and do this themselves. Now they're just playing catch-up. They're constantly having to push out all of these waves so you get pressure in the top and the bottom because there's still 4 more turrets to go through. I mean, Team Noob still has a lot of work to do to win this game.
Yeah, look at this out right. They built 3 Mails of Pain onto the Max, the Lindis, and the Ganja. That means all the damage that Joker and Murad is doing, the physical damage, 15% of that is going to be reflected to them. So if they are trying to burst down one of the tanks, like a Ganja or a Max, all the damage will be reflected, and then that's going to allow them to secure the kill onto Murad or Joker once they get lower health, and Lindis can kill them a lot faster. And look, they're going to try to set up a little camp in the bush here and see who's going to get the surprise on who.
Yeah, Lady Kappa has got to be the target. Now they're going and trying to find Ganji. He's able to get himself out of there. Talented player not getting the pullback over the high ground, though. When they've been able to find Lindis in these fights, they've just won these fights. And that's the big thing here is Pitch has been forcing in the wave here as the tower. Look at how fast that falls. Oh my, 0-7 there. Gonna look to start to get some additional poke here. The poke now is coming out. The war we're going to have between Murad and Joker and the Tenalians there. The look at, but no more, I lied. The poke war's not going to happen. The fight is all out right now. Poseidon is in the backline. The heal is there. Look at how much damage he's doing. The sustainability. City Cap is going to be the target. The Endure as well. He's trying to rotate back on the 0-7. Weaving in and out throughout the fight. The Max is on him as well in the background. We do have Murad doing so much work here on the side of Royal Talented player trying to escape into the ancestral core, but he's going to be back and down immediately again as they're pushing out of the core. And look at all these goes back and forth. But Hakai, so nimble, so mobile. Vex needs to live through all this. Hakai, though, is going to be able to get the kill there as well as they're pushing out of the core. And that is going to be a beautiful pick here, but it is going to be Vex back again. The core is the target, and Team Noob are going to look to end this. The minions are here, and with that, it is going to be GG. The rallying cry from Team Noob as they take the victory here.